So this is a pound yen analysis for Tuesday the 24th of April. Now let's just have a look what prices and where prices may likely go. So previously we had a series of lower highs and suggesting that prices were heading further to the downside here. We had found a brief support at the 400 period moving average. So the sell side momentum didn't quite get down towards our 50-56, had the buy side momentum come into the market, tested the 51.25, had a brief consolidation. We broke above the 51.25, held support at the 400 period moving average. And what we are seeing here is a bit of a recovery here in the pound against the yen. The recovery does seem a bit cautious, as we can see here, over a fairly long time here. In the context of this hourly chart that we are looking at, we've shown this slow price movement here to the upside, suggesting that the bulls don't have complete control of the market. There is a degree of caution overhanging this market, but we have seen the recovery to the upside, suggesting with the degree of caution, suggesting there might be the possibility of seeing further sell side momentum. But we are seeing this slow recovery here in the pound against the yen. So if we do continue to see this recovery in the pound against the yen, there is a possibility of seeing that retracement all the way up towards that 52 level, from which we'd previously found support on a couple of occasions in the past. And if we potential support previously, then acting as resistance as we approach from below. And from that level, we could see the sell side momentum bring us back down towards our 51.25. Successful break from which we're then looking for price to head down towards our 50.56. And if we do break down from that 50.56, we're then looking for prices to head down towards our 49.78 here on the pound against the yen. Those are pretty much the levels that we are looking at here to the downside on the pound against the yen. If we were to see the sell side momentum return to the market, we were looking for prices to head down towards that 50.56 here on the pound yen, if we're not able to find support at the 51.25. If however we do break above and hold above the 52 level, we will then be looking for prices to head up towards the give me a second here. We'll be looking for price head up towards, if we do break beyond the 52, we have to be aware of the 200 period moving average, which previously acted as support, potentially acting as resistance, bringing us back down through the 52 level, possibly even back down towards our 51.25. But if we do successfully navigate both the 52 and the 200 period moving average, we're looking for price head up towards that 52.85. Very strong major level of potential resistance. Previously active support in not too distant spans and resistance, from which we did see that sharp sell-off more recently here. So in around that 52.85 is a very strong level. Could see some retracement back down towards that 52 level. But if we do break from there, 53.41 would be our focus here to the upside. Now, if we just have a look here at the daily chart, just to see how prices are developing on the pound yen, we can see here on the pound yen that after having this sharp sell-off more recently, we've had it was a slow move here to the upside, brief pullback down to support, then a sharp acceleration in towards our 53.41 level, trade slightly above it in towards our 53.70s, and from which we did see a bit of sharp pullback, but we've seen a fairly strong bullish day posted yesterday, closing near the highs, and there is a possibility of seeing that momentum follow through here all the way up towards our 52. And if we do successfully navigate the levels previously mentioned, 52.85 should come into focus. But we do have to be aware that in the grand scheme of things, we've got our highs posted there. This is potentially a lower high here, and there remains a possibility of seeing further retracement. But if we do see that further retracement and post a higher low, there is a possibility of going into a bit of a price contraction squeeze here on the pound yen. But we have to wait to see our price develop before we can accurately forecast that developing here on the pound yen. And with that said, that wraps up the pound yen analysis. Thanks for watching.